right, and I'm about to say a television show title that I have not said in a while. All right, Ambitions fans. Now, the news broke last week during my little mini vacation, if you will, from YouTube about Ambitions being canceled. And I was shocked because I remember scrolling on Instagram and I saw Robin Givens post about it. And, hashtag mood, frowny face, found out last week Ambitions wouldn't be returning for a second season. So it seems that during the week of January 13th, that's when, Robin Givens found out about not having a season 2 of Ambitions. And then she made her post. I believe it was on the 22nd it was either Wednesday or Thursday of last week. And I've been blown up with messages about the show, which was very surprising given the fact that, from my perspective, you all know I loved Ambitions. I loved it. I kept reviewing the show even though my videos weren't doing super well because it was just great pacing, great characters, and I loved it, from the first episode. But to see the outpouring of people who were shocked, I don't know if it was because people who watched the show and liked it like I did wanted my thoughts on it, or it could have also been people who didn't really like Ambitions, but they knew I loved it, so they wanted to, contact me about it being canceled. But either way, just thanks so much to everyone who sent me articles, who sent me, the petitions, and I will link a petition in the top comment and pin it to the top because, yeah, apparently there is a petition going around about saving Ambitions. And just so you know, let me get the list here. This is a video list I did not think I would need to look at anytime soon. But after the season finale had aired, the videos are doing pretty well then. I said that, until we get confirmation of a season 2, I don't think I should even do these videos. I was going to, wait until we got the official announcement and or season 2 trailers. Like, okay, the show's been renewed, let me drop a couple videos. Then when we get a trailer for season 2, that will be a perfect time to drop the other videos closer to the release date of season 2 to get the best views. Because the 6 videos I have here on my list are the season 1 overview, why I feel like the show's better than the haves and the have-nots, is Titus dead, a video going over unanswered questions, pretty much different plot points that were set up in the season finale that we would learn more about in season 2. Who is the most ruthless person in the series? And finally, who did Hunter shoot? And I've been holding on to this list ever since the week of the finale. But I figured with the Oval and Sisters and have and have-nots around the corner that I would just save those videos for later. But yeah, either the videos will either never get made or I will do them just because, if Ambitions is gone for good, I might as well drop the videos just because I wanted to get that stuff off my chest. But there was just so much running through my head when I got this article because I think it was a Deadline that says, Ambitions canceled after 1 season on OWN. And I remember talking with Chandler about this because I remember one night we had a long conversation about the Ambitions, the future of the series, because, and you know how I feel about Ambitions, how I liked it and other people didn't. It's kind of the reverse on David Makes Man. I watched an episode, didn't really get into it, but then there are some people who love it to death. It's not my cup of tea. But when you compare the ratings for David Makes Man to Ambition, it's pretty clear Ambitions was better. By ratings anyway. So to have David Makes Man renewed for season 2, I remember when they dropped it, it's like, what was it, either the last week of December or the first week of 2020, they had like a David Makes Man marathon where they showed all 10 episodes of season 1. And I'm like, oh, hell, David Makes Man gets renewed, then I know Ambitions will get renewed. And if they do Ambitions over, I mean, if they get a renewal and then they do filming, we'll probably get the season 2, maybe late summer, early fall. So nothing to worry about. No, they canceled it. I'm like, what the hell? So the article is like, oh yeah, they picked up, more of the other shows, David Makes Man for season 2. Then they have Love and Marriage, Huntsville, Ready to Love, Black Love, and Black Women Own the Conversation, along with the haves and have-nots, of course. And I'm just like, what the hell? I was Curtis Payne, what the hell? And I feel like this is a darn shame because, as I said before, and I know I get flack for this, and I get it because everybody has an opinion, but I honestly feel that season 1 of Ambitions is better than the haves and the have-nots from what we've been getting over the past couple of seasons. And I stand by that statement. Yes, the title of the channel is still the Haves and Have-Nots review. Yes, that show is the reason the channel exists. I still watch the show because I still love it, but I do not shy away from talking about things that aren't perfect. Or I shouldn't say perfect. Things that aren't really that good, because the show in terms of quality isn't as good as it was during the early seasons. And that's embarrassing, especially in season 6 and season 7, when the show's been on for over half a decade and it's kind of jumped the shark a lot of times. Ambitions was a fresh show. The pacing, and that's why the video's on my list about it being better than the haves and have-nots in some respects. Because with Ambitions, not every single character was in every single episode. Specific characters like, you know, Stephanie's parents or Hunter Purifoy, Damien, just to name a few off the top of my head, when they were on the, or Greg Peters, when they were on the show, you knew some shit was going to go down. They weren't shoehorned in every episode like Team Rocket on Pokemon, or almost damn near every character on the haves and the have-nots. Every episode of Ambitions, you had to pay attention because shit was going down every second. Somebody would get a text message, someone would get a phone call, someone was rushing from their house over to this part of town. Something was always cooking. And yes, ever since the show aired, I've been getting a lot of responses from fans about Robin Givens' acting. To me, I didn't think it was that awful. Yeah, she definitely chewed the scenery when she was around. A bit over the top. You can definitely tell that she had a lot of Veronica or Lady May inspiration. Kind of like Victoria on The Oval, where she came out of the gate episode 1 swinging. But the thing was, Stephanie was always planning, and it was very fascinating to watch. You wanted to see her comeuppance, and we got that when her dad gave that kick-ass speech at the ending of the finale, because him and Evan worked together, and one of the highlights of the season. But I think that, and I will do a video about, you know, can Ambitions be saved? But for now, you know, I'm still doing some research. I'm trying to figure out, you know, why the show wasn't picked up for season 2. It could be a lot of things that haven't been released yet via articles or videos or whatever the situation is. So keep in mind that when I do videos, I try my best to get evidence first. So I'm not going to sit up here and blame Oprah or blaming OWN, whatever. I do not know why this show was canceled. Honestly, you know, David Makes Man, Oprah is an executive producer on that show, so that could be the reason why that got renewed. I'm just saying. But I'm not that afraid of Ambitions being gone forever, because when you think about it, Will Packer has, you know, pull at BET Plus, just like Tyler Perry. They're both putting up, you know, exclusive content. And Ambitions, I mean, like, if they put season 2 on BET Plus, I will gladly pay the $10 a month, because I love Ambitions. So with that being said, that's all I have to say in this video. You know, these are just my first impressions about getting the news of it being canceled. It's just a shame because the cast was amazing. I put it this way, within season 1 of Ambitions, I was in contact with a majority of the cast. They retweeted my videos. They would respond to DMs. They would tweet me back. No shade to certain cast members on other television shows, but Ambitions within their first season showed what I do so much love compared to other programs I've been reviewing for years. Just going to put that out there. But Ambitions deserves to come back for season 2. I mean, this show, and I'm not even going to sit up here and just say that this show was just finding its stride. No. The show was progressively getting better with every episode. How am I going to go by on Tuesday nights without seeing Thelma's Place anymore? Like, literally, every time we went to Thelma's Place, you know, you see Rondell serving a plate or taking a plate up, and it had a plate of that delicious food. What about finding out, you know, excuse me, closure on the senior situation, his death and everything like that? Obviously, we know it has something to do with Natasha, but you know what I mean, like true closure. Rondell, you know, the dynamic of Greg Peters being a majority owner or being, you know, a part owner in Thelma's Place. What's going to happen with that? And the list go, you know, what about Bella outing Evan as Joaquin's father on television? Damien still being alive. Did Titus die? There were just so many things. So I will most likely still do that list of ambition videos I mentioned towards the beginning of the video, just because maybe with enough views, and I'm not just saying this for the sake of my channel getting bigger, but no. This reasons like this is why this channel was created, to create a huge fan base. So when gathered together, we can hopefully make enough noise and spread the word like, yo, keep this show on the air, or, you know, something along those lines. So once again, I will put a link in the top comment of a petition going around. So if you are interested in ambitions coming back, sign it and spread the word. Let's see if we can save ambitions. And yeah, I will do a separate video about ambitions. Can the series be saved? Thanks so much for tuning in. Check me out on social media. Links in the description below. Hit that subscribe button if you are new. And to kind of keep the comment section positive on this one, let me know in the comment section below, what were some of your favorite moments of ambitions, and what do you hope to see in a season 2 if a season 2 gets made?